everyone, I'm Audrey and today I am doing the biggest book haul in the universe. This is gonna be a long one, so I hope you are prepared. Oh my gosh, okay. My first book is Caraval, something along those lines by Stephanie Garber, I think, yes, which I just started, and I love this cover and it's beautiful, and this book has had a lot of hype lately. It's been very popular in the YA community, and I'm only 30 pages in, but I really understand why. It's very, very good so far. I really love it. And this cover, I'm in love. The next book is Wildwood by, who wrote this? By Colin, Meloy, and Carson, Ellis. Emily actually got this book for me, and it's so beautiful. It takes place in Portland, which I'm excited about because, as you know, we live in Seattle, so that's really close to home. I think this will be really fun, and it reminds me, so far though from the synopsis, reminds me of one of my favorite shows, which is Gravity Falls. So I'm super excited to read this book. I can't stop staring at this cover. Like every time I walk past my bookshelf, I'm like, Wildwood. My third book is The Last of Us by Brittany Cavallaro, and Emily also got this one for me. I guess we're just doing Emily books today. I really love this book. You might know all my emotions about A Study in Charlotte, and this was almost as good, and it was just fantastic, and I loved it a lot, and it's beautiful and I love it. My next book is Wild by Cheryl Strayed, and I am super excited to read it. I love Reese Witherspoon, so I wanted to see the movie, but to be true to my book nerd soul, I wanted to read the book first. So I'm super excited to have this. I think the cover is actually really clean. I like it a lot. And I think this is gonna be a good nonfiction read. I'm very excited. My next book is Romeo Blue by Phoebe Stone, and I feel like you might kind of make fun of me for buying this, but I have a story behind it. I loved the first book in this duology when I was in like 4th grade. It was my favorite book in 4th grade, and I knew she released a sequel, but I never really wanted to get around to it because I was older and kind of past that phase in my life, but I found it for $1 at this huge book sale I went to, so I had to get it. And also, the hardcover is really pretty. It has polka dots all over it. I love it. It looks like Minnie Mouse. My next book is The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, and I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I already own this book? Excellent question. I'm not really sure. I read it digitally like 8 times in middle school. I was really obsessed with it, but I've never owned a hard copy. And I also found this one for $1 at the huge book sale I went to. So I'm so excited to finally own this book that I loved so much. So much. My next book is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, and I've already read this book and I really, really liked it. I really, really enjoyed it, like every aspect of it. It was so much fun. I love Kel and Lila and the alternate universe Londons, and it was just so amazing and conceptual and unique and not anything like I've ever heard of or read before. And it's had a lot of hype lately because the last book in the series, A Conjuring of Light, just came out, so I wanted to kind of get on that train, and I am so glad I did because it was really, really good. My next book is 3 Dark Crowns by Kendra Blake, and I have started this book. I'm only 30-ish pages in, but I really like it so far, and I have a dog again. The perspective is kind of unique and not quite like something I read before, so it's taking me a long time to get through and get used to, but I think once I adjust to that, I'm gonna just tear through this book. It's very interesting so far. I like the concept, and fantasy has kind of been my jam lately, so I am excited to continue that trend with this book. Can you get down, Penny? Penny, get down. Penelope. My next book is The Black Reckoning by John Stevens, and if you have been around with us on YouTube for a while, you know how obsessed I am with this middle grade trilogy. I have loved these books since I was in like 4th grade, and so I'm so excited I have the 3rd one, and it's beautiful, and I got it for $1, and it looks brand new, and I'm so excited to read it and actually close out this series that I have loved for so long. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's a cover change, which is like, I hate it when publishers change the covers like halfway through a series or trilogy. So the other two have this beautiful rim around the edge in the color of the book. So like the first one is green and the second one is red, and this one should be purple, but instead the whole thing is just a picture, which kind of annoys me because it doesn't match, but I can deal with it, and I'm so excited to read this book. I'm so excited. Yes. My next book is Peter and the Starcatchers by Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson, and I know most people have read this book by the time they hit like 6th grade, but I never quite got around to it. But I love the story of Peter Pan, so I'm super excited to read this because I think that's kind of ish what it's about. I might be completely wrong. But either way, I think this is going to be a really fun, lighthearted, middle grade read, and I'm trying to read a little bit more middle grade because it's so fun and it's so easy. It's good. It's a good break. My next book is Unfiltered by Lily Collins, and this book just came out from Harper Teen. It's the first YA autobiography that I've ever been able to find, and I love it so much. I read it in like a day because it's really lighthearted. It's just a bunch of essays that Lily Collins wrote about like her life and like relatable topics, and it's super cute. It has lots of fun pictures, really good quotes. The stylization is beautiful. Every few chapters there's like a little quote in this beautiful type. It's really pretty. I loved this book. It was really fun, it was really light, and I'm really glad I bought it. You should also probably buy it. I really enjoyed it. My next book is Wayfarer by Alexandra Bracken, and I have already read this book, and I have a lot of feelings about it. It's really pretty. I really love the cover, and if you've been around for a while, you know I really liked Passenger, and I wish I could say the same for Wayfarer, but I cannot. I will do a review on that soon if it's not already posted. But yes, this book, I have a lot of feelings, so we will talk about it further, but My next book that I'm super excited about is ILLUMINAE by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and this book has been out for a year? 2 years? I think a year. And it is super crazy freaking popular. And I have never gotten around to it because sci-fi is not really my thing, but because I've heard so many good things about it, I had to cape eventually, and you guys, it's really cool looking. I just want to show you the cover if you don't own it and haven't seen it. Like, look at this. It's all written, like the whole hardcover is covered in type and text, and then the jacket is like translucent so you can see through it. It's really pretty, and the stylization of the inside of the book is also amazing because it's not written like a classic narrative. It's written in emails and text messages and files and all this really cool stuff, and I think it's going to be a really good read. I actually am hosting a read-along on my Goodreads for this. It starts on March 30th, something. So the last Monday of March, it starts then, and it will go to April 10th. So if you want to read this book with me and you haven't yet, or if you had and you want to read along anyways, find my Goodreads, I'll link it below. Come read with us, it's gonna be really fun. Okay, 2 more, we're almost there. This has been the longest book haul ever. My next book is King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard, or Aveyard. I'm not really certain how to say her last name, but I love the Red Queen series, and I'm so excited that there's a 3rd book out. I hopefully won't do what I did with Glass Sword, where I finished Red Queen and then I waited until King's Cage was out to read Glass Sword, which was kind of a mistake because I missed all the hype leading up to King's Cage, which sucked. So hopefully I get through this one relatively soon. I'm super excited about this. The cover is so awesome. Like, the crown isn't even a real crown, it's made out of bones because it's creepy, and Maven is like the most terrifying villain in the world. He's so scary. But I'm really excited to read this book. And it like ombres with the rest of the series. The first one is like icy blue, and then like light blue, and then this dark blue. So the next one will probably be like really deep blue. I'm very excited. Last book, we made it through this whole book haul. My last book is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, and you guys, I have so many feels about the Six of Crows duology. I wish there were more books, but there's not, and it makes me really sad, but it ended really well. Yeah, I really love this book. I am doing a review of Six of Crows soon, so if it's not up yet, go check that out when it is and watch it and fangirl with me because I'm obsessed with this book, and even though I know it's really popular, I feel like the fandom is non-existent, so I have no one to talk about it with, which sucks. So yes, read this book and let's talk because I am so obsessed. I still feel like I'm kind of in a book hangover from the series, even though I finished it like 4 weeks ago. Yeah, it's so good. And the red pages, oh my lord. It's so beautiful. We made it through the book haul. That was the whole shebang. I think that was 15 books. That's a lot of books. So clearly, if you have seen our bucket list video, you may recall me saying that I would only buy 1 book a month. That is not going so hot for me at this point in the year. So maybe next month I'll actually stick to my 1 book a month, but for now, giant book haul. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big, huge thumbs up and comment below. I love to know that you loved this video. It makes me super happy, and I would love to talk about it with you. If you like this video and want to see more, you can subscribe. I think the button is going to be here-ish. And you can watch our last video. I think the button is going to be here-ish. So go click on both of those, subscribe, watch our video. Okay, I think I'm all out of things to say. So, until next time, I'm Audrey, and keep on reading. That's so many books! My heart is so happy.